Welcome back to the Empire Bulldog Book Talk where we... Bulldog, when did you get there? I didn't see you. What are you doing? You're reading the book talk with me? That's so sweet of you. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to do this intro. You just sit there and look cute, okay? Okay. Welcome back to the Empire Bulldog Book Talk where we read popular children's books. Zoe's not here. This is why I have my lovely assistant Bulldog. And this week we are reading Go to Sleep, Groundhog. Let's go. Hey guys, have y'all read this book?
No. I don't know. Yes. No. Maybe not. I don't know.
Great answers, guys. Good job. Hey, Go to Sleep, Groundhog. Groundhog went to bed on Columbus Day, just like he always did. He brushed his teeth. He put on his jammies. He set his clock for February 2nd. Then he curled up in his warm, cozy bed. He closed his eyes. He tossed and turned, but he couldn't get to sleep. Finally, he got out of bed. He peered at his clock, 1/2 October. Groundhog poked his nose outside his burrow. The moon was full. "I'll just go for a little walk," he said. "Maybe that will make me sleepy." Groundhog went outside. He saw things he'd never seen before. Raggedy scarecrows and grinning jack-o'-lanterns. Children dressed up like pirates, cowboys, and princesses. Halloween witch flew down. "What are you doing up?" she said. "It's almost winter. You should be in bed." Witch flew Groundhog home on her broomstick. She tucked him in. She read him a ghost story. She gave him a glass of apple cider. Groundhog curled up in his warm, cozy bed. He closed his eyes. He tossed and turned, but he couldn't get to sleep. Finally, he got out of bed. He peered at his clock, 1/2 November. He poked his nose outside his burrow. The leaves were red and yellow. "I'll just go for a little walk," he said. "Maybe that will make me sleepy." Groundhog went outside. He saw things he'd never seen before. Tall yellow corn stalks and round orange pumpkins. Turkeys gobbling in the barnyard. "What are you doing up?" Turkey said. "It's almost winter. You should be in bed. And I should be making myself scarce." Good idea. Turkey took Groundhog home. He tucked him in. He read him a story about pilgrims. He gave him a slice of pumpkin pie. Groundhog curled up in his warm, cozy bed. He closed his eyes. He tossed and turned, but he couldn't get to sleep. Finally, he got out of bed. He peered at his clock, 1/2 December. Groundhog poked his nose outside his burrow, stars twinkling overhead. "I'll just go for a little walk," he said. "Maybe that will make me sleepy." Groundhog went outside. He saw things he'd never seen before. Colored lights glowing on some houses, candles shining in windows, holly wreaths hanging on doors. He heard sleigh bells chiming in the air. Santa flew down in a sleigh. "What are you doing up?" Santa said. "It's winter. You should be in bed." Santa took Groundhog home in his sled. He tucked him in. He read him a Christmas story. He gave him a glass of milk and a cookie. Groundhog curled up in his warm, cozy bed. He closed his eyes. He didn't toss and he didn't turn. And soon he fell asleep. Bring! Groundhog opened his one eye. It can't be time to get up yet," he grumbled. "Just got to sleep." Bring! He peered at his clock, February 2nd. Groundhog yawned and stretched. He tumbled out of his burrow, snow glittering on the ground. The sun was out. The sky was blue. Groundhog saw his shadow. "What am I doing up?" he said. "There are 6 more weeks of winter coming. I should be in bed." He hurried back inside. He ate a bedtime snack. He read himself a bedtime story. Then he tucked himself into his warm, cozy bed. And he pulled up the covers, closed his eyes, and went to sleep. Man. Yay. Did y'all like that book?
Yeah.
Y'all did? What was your favorite part about it?
when the groundhog kept waking up.
Yeah, and everyone started taking him home.
Yeah.
Groundhog seen Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Bad he couldn't see Valentine's Day.
Bad groundhog.
Well, thank you for joining us this week in the Bulldog Book Talk. And thank you for letting us read to your class. Thank you.